You are beautiful. You are strong. You are love. You deserve to have the life you desire. It doesn't matter what others say about you, it's about what you say about you. You are worthy. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I know I'm on a roll of mindfulness, and while I'm at it, I wanted to give you all a small example of what that actually looks like a little more in depth, because I feel that some things might go over some people's heads, and so I wanted to share with you all an example that can seem small when you only think about yourself doing it, but when you think about a mass amount of people also doing the same thing, how it can contribute in a negative way towards our environment, specifically for this example. And so I wanted to talk about, as you might have guessed, littering. But it's something that I feel like is super serious. I was raised in a household that picked up trash around our house, and we had to always like make sure we set good examples for our friends and so forth. And it was definitely the right way to go. Even today, like, and as I grew up, I always practiced making sure I didn't litter and making sure I shared that information with others whom I were around, because yes, I have friends that litter too, y'all. And so when you think about yourself doing it or someone else doing it, it can seem very minor, especially if there's not a whole lot of trash around. But if you actually took the time to think about all the billions of people who live on this planet doing that exact same thing, it builds up over time, and it actually doesn't have to take a whole lot of time. Let's just say that 500 million people littered a piece of trash once a day. Those numbers add up very fast in a day. And so you have to think about it like that, because we don't stay on this planet, like I said, by ourselves. If there was no one else except for just you within so many hundreds of thousands of miles, you would be lonely. And so we have to think about not just us right now, but we have to think about the future. I had a conversation with my mom not too long ago, and we were talking about how people think so, like, okay, well, I'm only going to live for the next 60 years. I'm only going to live for the next 70 years. And you may not even see these issues build up to the point to where destruction starts to occur on this planet so poorly to where planet Earth is just like wiping things out. Like, so you have to be cautious of what you do while you're on this planet. Shared a video with you all talking about leaving your footprint. How do you want to be remembered? I know that our ancestors definitely thought about us today, and that is why we have certain rights and freedoms that we have currently. But are we thinking about the future? What state do we want to leave the planet in for our future generations to come? I'm sure you don't want your great grandchild talking about my old relatives left me a sick, toxic planet, you know? And so we have to start to create good, positive habits and leave the old ones in the past so that we can create that future and start working towards the planet we want for the future and for future generations to come. With that being said, I want you to think about things that you can do now, today, that'll add towards that small amount of growth and that start of good habits. We have recycling in my city, and I'm sure that you also have recycling available in your cities. Please take advantage of the recycling that comes to pick up all that stuff, because we don't need to have our cities looking like crap. Simple as that. And I can say cities because I live in a city myself, And when you go to suburbs, you hardly ever see a whole lot of trash all over their city. Like, they take care of their city, they make sure that it's nice and clean. Why can't inner cities stay looking like that? You know, you need to really get outside of yourself and think about not just you, but the other people living on this planet, as well as your future generations to come. Stop being selfish. I'm sorry, I had to get a little hardcore there, but seriously, like, enough's enough. I feel like we've done so much over the years of being selfish and not thinking of others that now today we see that there are areas in different places of the world where there's piles of trash, like, so freaking high, it doesn't make any sense. We have a whole lot of trash in our oceans, like killing sea life, let alone the trash that's on land that's killing animals. There are places that become toxic when so much trash piles up and it almost becomes something like a landfill, where at one point people were able to get their fresh water there. We really need to start holding ourselves accountable for the contribution we add to this planet, and it doesn't need to be negative. There's already so much negativity that is done, that is seen every day. We need to start on a new path, a positive one that is healthy and good for everyone. Remember that you create your own destiny. Peace and love until next time. Live well.